end zones that are checkered, but we've been set up with a full checkerboard going throughout this stadium. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Volunteers will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Vanderbilt's offense will have the football first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. This crowd full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Let's take a big view here about Vanderbilt. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
The whole building gets excited because transfer pool is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer pool.
To the ground, he's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Commodores decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away. Grab behind the line, it's Bishop. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. grabbed in the middle. It's Downs.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, five-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
And the Volunteers are flying down the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Hussein. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And the Vols send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't move the thing all the way in. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you... Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And the Commodores kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And after that big run, the defense answers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And I think this offense is going to start to get a little frustrated. Back-to-back. They've had some success, but they find a way to shoot themselves in the foot. And right here, they don't protect their guy. And now, third and long situation, you know the pass rushers are coming. They know it's a pass. Got to be smart here with this play call.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Hit as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The run from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive lineman gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up with an opportunity to get some points on the board.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run play action. He's got it and still on his feet. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Commodores. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Snagged in the middle. It's Gee. Turning it on. Touchdown ball. He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Small. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To go up top. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Non-name receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. The Commodores with the 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Still on his feet at the 45. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. And the Commodores are on the move. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quick completion on the out. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and kneeling on 3rd down. They'll try to sneak it.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
He'll do it himself on the draw. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. It's complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Royer. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
But they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
Well, you love to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the uprights. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Commodores will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was. And he's loose down the middle. At the 20. Touchdown Volunteer! And that one will give him the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Swings it out to his running back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any conclusions.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Off the play fake. They're working that left side. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Looking to throw on first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Cunningham. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give on the option. Runs through the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on third down. He'll go to the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's it ran so successful.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. Looking for the score. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touch settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the try is no good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Caught in the backfield. It's Gee. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Volunteers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Pulls it, fired complete. And it's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Grabbed over the middle. It's down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The play action fake. Looking left. Balls it in. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy...
Next going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Commodores will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath, like a punt with them to their feet on that one. Time to snap it again here in the third. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. And the Commodores in a good spot here with second and short. Here's the give off the left side. Still on his feet at the 35. Made a defender miss. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Royer. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
The Commodores want to crank the tempo. From the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Booker. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensive.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Taking it the other way. All down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got to lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. David, they couldn't pay off that. drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Off the RPO, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Volunteers will line up to punt it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. At midfield, he's got room. Smashes ahead. Oh, he's got some space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the end zone. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Brought down at the 11 as he was trying to find enough room to take it back for the pick six.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back in an opportunity like this.
Great place to start for this offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle and he flat dropped it. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Dances away to buy time. Breaks it. Headed to the end zone. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down. And he slides in safely. From the gun. Here's the pressure. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he's snowed under. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A strike downfield. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Out of the gun, looking to throw. fires into the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Quarterback keeps it. This is what you dream of, isn't it? Waning seconds, football in your hands, a chance to etch your name in this moment in the rich history of this rivalry.
And I tell you what, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long, but in a big spot in the 4th quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
I'm sure they would have liked to have locked up a bowl trip much earlier in the season, but in this particular case, what does bowl eligibility mean for the offseason?
Well, it means 15 extra practices at the bowl game to develop young players. Getting to a bowl game helps your recruiting. It's going to help in the portal, and all of a sudden people are going to get a lot more excited for what's coming next season, David.
Yeah, and I think this squad, I don't think they're excited about the practices necessarily, but a lot of these seniors that have been around, man, they get another dance. They get a chance to play another football game, make some more memories with their boys. So this is a big